Hi Taurus, thanks for joining me for the, keep wanting to say October, but of course we're doing the November readings. We're going to use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, as always, and then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you are a Patreon subscriber, then you will also have access to the Speed of Light Oracle card that we're going to use. It's a different, I use a different deck every month. This month, that's what we're going to use. So if you would like to be a patron, you can do that. You'll get the readings early. In addition to getting the readings early, you will also get access to the bonus card. It's one fee, and you can see all 12 videos. You don't have to pay per video. One more quick announcement. I will also be opening up for the year ahead readings. They're always very popular. It's a brief astrology look, and then it's 4 rows of cards for each quarter of the upcoming year, a psychic tarot reading. And then it's an animal totem card. It's always very popular, available for a limited time. You can find that on my website if you're interested. So what is going on for our Taurus friends for November? I almost said June of all things. I've been saying October all day, but that's because I'm doing these in October, but that was weird that I would all of a sudden say June. So sometimes when I say these random weird things like that, there could be an issue relating back to June. You may want to even just go back and read my, watch my June reading for you again, potentially. But what's more likely is it may be referring to something that happened in June, or something that maybe even happened like next June. Could even be as far down the road as that. Alright, so here is our spread for our Taurus friends. If you want to find out about the decks or the books or anything I have, you can look up in the eye in the sky to take you to my site, or there should also be links below. And the subscribe button is over here in the bottom right corner. Sorry, I just needed a quick drink of water before we start. Well, it sure looks like a lot of relationship stuff for you this month, Taurus. You have the lovers, you have the soulmates. So you've got 2 of the big love cards are showing up for you. So I think many of you are going to be focusing a lot on relationships. You have, the first card out was Chariot, which is awesome. Chariot is a card of travel and journey. That's one of the big things that it does relate to. But it also talks about success. It's about a big success in life. Getting over that hump, moving to the next level. Some kind of big advance forward. So that could be happening too. I mean, we are coming up into the holiday season for most people, and some of you may be traveling to see loved ones too. That could be too. Or if you're in a long distance relationship, you could be traveling to see your love, your partner love, that love. You could also be, some of you may be traveling and meet somebody while you're traveling. I was going to say while abroad, so too, it could be while traveling abroad. I think that you want to be together. Whatever this is, you want to be together, but there has to be some financial things that need to be ironed out before this can proceed and before this can actually happen. If this is a new relationship, there is a very strong sexual attraction. That's what the Ace of Rods shows, and it points right up here to this love. Through the sexual attraction, we come into a heart connection. A little heart in the middle of the cups there. This is you, whether you're male or female. This is the court cards are not gender specific in these readings. So it would be an earth sign person, you, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Could also be that that is the person that you're involved with and a fellow earth sign, because they look at this, they're looking over here at this sexual attraction too. Well, beyond sexual attraction, the Ace of Rods is not limited to that, but when we're surrounded with all these love cards and everything, it usually does mean that. It could just be the seeds that are planted are blooming and growing. So something that you're starting out is going to blossom into much more. It starts small and it blossoms into much more. It's only in the beginning stages. Only the beginning of what I want to feel forever. It's like that Chicago. It's only the beginning of what I want to feel forever. I mean, we could look up the whole song, but I'm just not into doing that today. If somebody wants to look it up, cool. But here's the thing: if you do look it up, don't put a link in the comments because YouTube automatically spams that. So copy and paste the lyrics if you want to look up Chicago, only the beginning. It does seem like it starts, but then there's some reason that it can't continue for some reason. Is it distance? I mean, for some of you that might be distance. For some of you, there could be some entanglements that have to be, maybe somebody's not quite, I don't feel like anybody's leaving one relationship for another. I won't rule that out, I won't say anybody, but that's not the most common vibration here. It's more like maybe maybe they've been separated for a very long time and they still have to, the divorce isn't final, or something like that. And boy, is that 12 sure standing out to me. So it might even be 12 months, 12 years, 12 whatever. The 12th month of December coming up. There's a lot of astrology going on right now. A lot of things are changing. Maybe it was 12 years ago. That just came to me. Maybe you met somebody on vacation 12 years ago and, that didn't happen. It was unrequited or unfulfilled, and now all of a sudden they turn up again. I mean, that happens, right? I've seen that happen. It's happened for me. But the Lovers is here, and somebody's making you an offer of love. I think for many of you, you want to move. You're not in the same place. And abroad keeps coming up. Not abroad like abroad, like some hey yous, and you broads over there. Not that kind of broad. Abroad meaning overseas, traveling abroad. I think for many of you, it's just a matter of somebody's got to get a new job or something like that so they can move to be with the other. Or maybe it's either two of you have this plan to travel together. For some of you, I think that might be it. Maybe you're going to get one of those RVs or a tiny house and take off and go. That's not an unusual Taurus thing, but it's not unheard of either. Because Tauruses really like to be planted firmly in the ground, but everybody's chart's different. You could have Gemini something rising or whatever. And living in the RV and that's almost like camping all the time. And Tauruses really like to be close to the land and that kind of thing, camping. But I digress. But boy, is love happening for you guys. And there seems to be some obstacles that are for the two of you to get together, whether it's time or distance. But those obstacles removed. Obstacles to love removed, yeah. Obstacles to love removed. I'm going to put that as your headline or whatever. And it's all working out. There are some financial concerns. And this could be this could be a divorce. Somebody's dividing up their assets with, I'll give you this and I take this. But it could also be, well, I want to move to be with you, but I got to find another job, or I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. But that'll come. That's definitely going to come. It looks really good. Okay, now that's the speed of light. Let's go ahead and go over and do our animal totem cards one more time. Your head readings are available for a limited time if you're interested in that. And I also have so much different stuff on my website. With the holiday season coming up, if you're starting your holiday shopping, I have decks, books, t-shirt, personalized art. I'll make really good gifts too, so do check that out if you care to. This is for our Taurus friends for November. The rabbit. Well, rabbit's also very much, sexual. Don't kill me because the rabbit done died. So if you're not wanting to get pregnant, if you're of the age of getting pregnant, then not. But that's bunnies are, they're always doing it. They're always doing it. Okay. Sensitive, artistic, clever, and nimble. Outsmarting adversaries by staying one step ahead. Taking colossal leaps and sprinting into the future. Heightened libido and procreation. Well, yeah, that's going on for sure. When the Lovers show up, especially with this card by the Lovers, that we're getting it on, as they used to say, all right? So you'll be getting it down and getting it on in November, Tauruses. I almost said Scorpio. So some of you, maybe you're going to hook up with Scorpio. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, that first part, that sensitive, artistic, you know, that's you. That's totally, that's a Taurus. That's the best qualities of a Taurus. You know, very sensitive, very artistic, you know, and that could also maybe be describing this lover of yours that's showing up here. So it looks really good. Okay, so that's our reading, Taurus. If you're a Patreon subscriber, you're going to get one more card. You'll be able to get that as well as the readings early with no ads. But if you're not, I still appreciate everything that you do by donating, liking, sharing, commenting, buying my other wares, the t-shirts, the decks, the books. Again, they do make great Christmas gifts too, holiday gifts, if you're in the market and start doing that. But whatever it is, I do appreciate it so much. It all goes towards me continuing to do the free readings every month. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of November, and I'll speak to you soon.